How's it going, everyone? I wanted to make this video for people who are thinking about applying for their first credit card or who recently applied for the first credit card and want to learn more about how they work. I'll be covering some basic topics such as what an APR is, how to avoid paying interest on your card, when you should make your payments, the benefits and possible downsides of credit cards, and probably most importantly, how you should be using credit cards. To begin, I want to explain how you should be using credit cards to really take advantage of them and not get taken advantage of. You need to remember that credit cards are not free money and it is not your money. Anytime you swipe your card, you're borrowing money from the bank, and if you don't pay them on time, they will charge you an interest fee. You should only spend money on your card that you know you can pay off. In other words, spend only money that you already have in your checking account or in cash. Please use credit cards responsibly. If you know you like to spend money just because you have access to it, credit cards may not be for you. They will end up hurting you more than helping you in the future. With that being said, let's cover what an APR is. When you're approved for your card, the bank will give you what is known as an APR, or an annual percentage rate. This is basically the interest rate that you'll be charged for any money you owe them. For example, let's say that the bank gives you a 30% annual percentage rate, or APR. This means that 30% divided by 12 months in a year means you'll be paying 2.5% interest every month. Let's take a look at an example. In this example, if you spend $1,000 on your credit card in a month and you have a 30% APR and you don't make any of your payments, every month your card will begin to accrue interest. You can see right here, the first month it'll be 25 based on that 2.5 interest rate. And then as this balance grows, the amount of interest you pay every month will continue to also grow. So that in the span of a single year, your balance of $1,000 has now gone up to $1,344. But you can use credit cards and avoid paying any interest. For example, let's say for the month of January, you spent $400 on your card, $100 on gas, $150 on groceries, $50 eating out, $100 in clothes. You spent a total of $400. To avoid paying any interest at all, you need to make sure you pay off the entire $400 by your payment due date. Your payment due date is typically 25 days after your cycle ends. In this example, we're looking at January, so your cycle ended January 31st. You need to make sure you pay off the entire $400 by February 25th to avoid paying any interest. And a small tip I have for that, to help do that, I like to set up recurring reminders on my phone every month to remind me to pay my card, so that way I never miss a payment. You can also set up your cards on auto pay to avoid missing any payments. But you don't have to wait until your payment due date to pay your card. I personally like to make my payments right after my cycle ends. Some people like to pay off their card right after they make the purchase. So it's whatever works for you. I recommend doing paying your cards after your cycle ends. That way, in case anything happens, if you do end up forgetting, you have some time before your payment due date, which is when you have to have your payment in. So what are some of the benefits and downsides of using credit cards? One of the first benefits is opening bonuses or sign-up bonuses. If we take a look at this example from Wells Fargo, the opening bonus is earn a $200 cash reward bonus after spending $500 in purchases in the first 3 months. So this means that in the first 3 months of opening your card, if you make $500 of purchases, they'll give you a $200 cash reward bonus. But please don't go looking for something to spend $500 on. Three months is plenty of time that if you make just your normal necessary purchases such as groceries or gas, you should be able to accumulate the $500 and get that bonus. A second benefit is cashback or points opportunities. This same card that we were just looking at, it gives you a 2% unlimited cashback on purchases. So every time you use your card, they'll give you 2% back on whatever you spend on. Third benefit is it can help you increase your credit cards can help you increase your credit score. So as long as you're making your payments on time, it'll help your credit score increase. And the fourth benefit is fraud protection. If someone were to steal your card information, it's a lot easier for you to get your money back if you use your credit card rather than, let's just say, for example, a debit card from your checking account. It's a lot easier to fight against any fraudulent purchases with a credit card. Most of the downsides from credit cards come from when they are used irresponsibly. For example, if you're maxing out your credit cards and you're not making your monthly payments, it's going to end up tanking your credit score, which will affect you in the future. In the future, if you're trying to finance a car or get a mortgage for a house, having a bad credit score will make it a lot more difficult to do those things and more expensive to do it as well. Another downside is you can end up paying hundreds and even thousands of dollars in interest. At the example we were looking at earlier, in just a year, we accumulated $344 in just pure interest charges. And the third downside is fees. A lot of cards come with late fees or missed payment fees that can end up costing you a lot of money. So my final takeaways for this video is please use credit cards responsibly. Only spend money you already have in your checking account or in cash. Put your cards on auto pay or set reminders on your phone to remind you to pay your cards every month. Pay your entire balance off every month to avoid paying any interest. And don't wait until your payment due date to make your payments. Pay them right after your cycle ends. If you have any questions about any of the stuff I covered in the video, please leave them in the comments below. I'll be looking through those and answering any of those questions that might come up. And yeah, thanks for watching.